So at the end of a couple episodes ago, I mentioned that Amy and I were thinking about doing a dating series, or a dating episode. She's going to be doing a dating series. And so we're delivering that today. Amy, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Amy. I also have a YouTube channel. I do more like makeup and fashion. I haven't uploaded honestly in like 3 months.
It's coming though.
It's coming. I think I just needed something, another topic or another, I don't know, series. So yeah, that's why we're talking about the dating stuff, because Mexico City was, or has been, very fun.
This is the only city that I've ever really dated
Me too, me too. Yeah.
I'm a firm believer, like living in a walkable city just makes it easier to obviously be out, but meet people.
Yeah, 1000%. For starters, so when I first got here, I was in New York before coming to Mexico City, like moving here. And my friend's like, download Hinge.
Yeah.
And set your location to Mexico City so you can already have the dates coming and everything. Tell me what my first match is. Can we like use code names?
Okay, yes.
What should we call it? You know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Just call him another name with a B.
I'm gonna mess it up. Okay. We can call him YouTube.
Okay.
We'll call YouTube.
Okay.
And so I have met this guy like at a YouTube event.
Yeah.
And haven't seen, I don't know what he has been up to for 4 years, and that's my first match. Okay. So that was actually my first date. Yeah, it was my first Hinge date. Okay. First date in Mexico City. I think I got here on like, say, a Wednesday, and I went out with him on Friday.
Hit the ground running.
Yeah, I was like, I like took myself out on a date, like I think the day before, and I'm like, cute, it was fun, but I'm ready for some interaction. And so yeah, we went out, and I mean, we're friends, so like, it's just like so crazy how like Mexico City can like bring people together too.
Yes.
Cause like, yeah, I hadn't seen what he was up to like for 4 years. It was great. We had like amazing chemistry.
It's just such a romantic city too, so your dates are just gonna be better.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we just went out to dinner, drinks.
Okay.
And pretty sure we hooked up that night.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love it.
And then we like went out and like walked in the park, and like we had like maybe 4 or 5 dates, I would say, total.
Okay.
With him. And it was great.
Yeah. And you guys are friends now.
Friends now, but he left to Mexico. And that's the other thing. It's crazy that I got here 2 weeks after he did, and then I mean, he was gonna be here for a few months, but now he's gone, so.
Yeah, out with the old and with the new.
Yeah, literally.
What
about you?
I had a similar, so I came here from Playa, and my friend from Playa digitally like introduced me to one of her guy friends. So literally the second day I was here, we went on a date to Balmori. We'll call him, we'll call him Moto. And it was great, but I think like a huge mistake I made was, at least for me personally, because I'm a very clingy person, I like fall in love very easily. I need to heal some wounds. But like,
don't we all?
Because I didn't know anyone in the city, because I was coming out of like a really traumatic breakup, I just like immediately fell for him, and I was hooked and like allowed really like any type of treatment just because I wanted to be around someone. And he made it very clear, well, like once he was pursuing me, as they always do, and then once you are like, okay, I'm in this,
then they're like, why is it always like that? It's always like that.
It's always like that. It's super confusing, and you feel like, did I miss? It makes you not want to trust yourself.
Right. You're like, what do you mean? They're like, yes, I like you now. You got me here.
Yeah, like you hooked me.
Yeah.
And it was so hurtful, and like we basically tried for, I don't know, I was just like taking whatever I could get for a lot of time, and then eventually he was like, well, I'm gonna start seeing my ex again, but we can still do this. And I was like, do I look like a clown to you? Absolutely not. Like, I think he thought because we weren't officially anything, he could, you know, entertain me and seriously see her, and it was just like, it was awful. And I swear it hurt more than my breakup, because it was hard to watch someone who I had invested so much time in. And like really, I mean, I started to like really fall for him as I fell for the city, and I felt like I just lost that. And he was giving this other person what like I
you
wanted
and deserve.
Yeah, after telling me like, no, I don't want a relationship, and I know by like at this point that just means that they don't want a relationship with you, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I learned through that experience, like if that's something that you want, don't try to convince.
No, that's like one thing that I never want to like change anyone. I don't want to, I never like to force anybody into wanting to be with me, liking me, anything. And it's, I want it, but I'm just like, you have to like just
accept people and like really take what they say at face value. I think that's been like the biggest lesson I've learned while dating here is like, when people tell you who they are and what they want, just believe them.
Yeah, because sometimes we are kind of like clouded with, because we're romanticizing it.
Yeah. And you forget, like, you see all these great qualities in this person and you forget that they literally like, they're just a person.
Yeah, and they're like telling you.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't hear it.
Yeah. The one thing that I was kind of struggling with dating on the apps was like drinking.
Oh,
yeah. So like, I don't know what it is about the apps. I think it's because you literally don't know them.
Right.
You can never, like, I'm such an in-person, like I can catch a vibe and see kind of like their demeanor, like how it's gonna be, but I'd get so nervous before any of those dates. Like, and I downloaded it like in New York and started dating end of March, and I ended up deleting it in May. Because I'm like, I just can't, but I did a ton of online dating or like Hinge. Hinge, Bumble. Actually, I don't even think Bumble really worked out. It was mainly Hinge. And I would just drink before my date as I'm getting ready, wine, tequila, whatever it is. And then we go out and drink on the date. And I'm just like a mess.
There's so much anxiety around like getting to those app dates. That like, you're trying to do something to calm your nervous system. And I realized I'm like, okay, if I can't handle this without like drinking, then I shouldn't be doing it because it's making me way too like nauseous. I would find myself then having more anxiety. I'm like, what did I say? And it's like, I'm doing it because I want to be able to say whatever I want, but then I go too far.
Running
And something that our friend taught us, Dustin, like I want to get better about like not oversharing. Because I'm like, I think we're very open people. I like to be vulnerable, but I think when you do that, you can confuse
the connection.
And it's like really you were just sharing yourself and building the connection. It wasn't mutual. And so I'm trying to get better at that, but like I could share for days.
And I like to. I'm like, what messed you up? Like, tell me your,
you know,
that's
a trauma.
And I think like first dates, it's a little, it does kind of like put that bond in a sense, like stronger than it probably is, should be, or
It's really hard for me, and I'm trying to like see clearly for me to like decipher between if this is really a connection or if I'm building this connection in my mind. But we're learning, we're growing, we're healing. But with all of that being said, I feel like we should share some dating tips for dating abroad. And I think my #1 tip, and I learned this from dating Moto, is like I will never ever get into a relationship, and I don't think it's like smart to get in a relationship as soon as you get to a city. Like you need to spend your first few, whatever amount of time you want to give yourself, getting to know like what you love about the city, if you even love the city, if you want to be there, or if you're just there for a person. Like I really think that time is so important to build your connection with this place. That like I would recommend not immediately jumping into a relationship. Not saying that you shouldn't date, but don't lock yourself down. There's so many people to meet.
I would say like, I mean, I don't really like Hinge and the apps, but it is very helpful when you first move here. That's why I did it. I mean, I ended up not liking it. I deleted it like 2 months in, but I did meet amazing guys. Really fun. And then from there, like they introduce you to their friends and you kind of just start building your network if you're super new and don't have friends in the city. Sometimes I would even just do it because I'm like, I don't want to eat alone today. Let me see, you know, like maybe there's something I can find over here. Shopping for men for dinner.
Sushi.
It's fun. And I think like I said, dating was fun for me. Where I used to have that mentality of like, ugh, like I don't want to go on any dates, like getting to know so many people. And then from there, you also like build your confidence with like going on so many.
That's how you find out what you like.
Yeah.
I realized that too. Like I thought like I had this list in my head, and then once you meet people.
Yes. Oh my gosh, same.
Yeah.
Like one of my things that I wanted, like my manifestation list,
yeah.
I had like, is well-traveled,
yeah.
loves to travel. I don't care about that anymore.
No.
The amount of travelers that I met, I'm like, well, now you're gone.
Oh, I mean, that's something about Bicycle City specifically. It's a very transient city.
Super.
I'm the same way. I was like, oh, I want someone that can like pick up and go. Actually, no.
I want some stability.
Be here with me.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, that's so true. A lot of the things that I thought I wanted, it was like, it was more, I think, like society things that I thought I needed.
My list, I feel like, has gotten a lot shorter.
Me too. And it's values, 1000%. And it is. And I think that's what really makes like a relationship last.
Yeah.
It's like if you guys are on the same page with that. Like your own values, your morals. And
you have to be in alignment.
Yeah. I would say like, don't put so much pressure on every single person that you meet. Like I feel like I didn't date a lot when I was younger because I thought like every single person that I was giving, like in a, you know, romantic sense, like dating, had to be like
the one.
Yeah. And it's like, no, just enjoy these people for like what it is. And especially a date, like one date. It's like,
I completely agree.
Yeah.
We like, I think, I mean, women especially, like around our age, we're taught like we have to find the one, like stop, you gotta settle down. And it's like, no, we can have our Carrie Bradshaw stories too. Date multiple people at once. I really struggle with this. And like, but I think it's important to, like we said, find out what you like, get different perspectives on the city, and to not put all of your eggs in one basket. Like it's so easy to get sucked into one relationship when all of your energy is going into that person.
I think if you like them, like don't focus so much on like your insecurities, like, oh, are they gonna like me? Like, I don't wanna say certain things because they're not gonna like me. It's like, no, just see if you like them. And I think it takes away like a lot of the pressure away.
They have to earn the space in your life. I feel like so much of my dating up until this point has been like so performative and trying to earn their approval.
Me too.
But it's like, do you even like him? Or her?
Like, I'm a prize too. Like, it's not just about them.
Okay, so when can people expect this dating series? Also, you should follow Amy on Instagram because she does the most beautiful makeup tutorials and videos.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I need to like work on it.
YouTube feels like this huge mountain, especially with each time that passes. Like I completely.
I mean, I haven't had a camera in my face in a long time. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you again. Like I'm nervous.
I know.
But I'm excited. This definitely helps.
I hope that you guys like these tips, these stories. Share what your favorite like dating abroad stories in the comments.
Or if you like relate to anything too.
I wanna know what y'all are going through. But thank you, Amy, for taking the time today.
Thank you for having me. This was amazing.
It just feels like a normal conversation with a
camera. And
overdue. So as always, thank you guys for being so patient with me, showing up for us, and thank you for being here.